$100 million was made off of this movie called Birth of a Nation. It was released back in 1915 of February. Now, it didn't do all that good then at the time, but it was resurrected in November of the same year, November 25th, 1915, because the Klan burnt a cross on the Stone Mountain Park, the big monument. Now they have like 3, 4 Confederate soldiers' faces on that mountain, which supposedly supposed to change the faces to, Dr. Martin Luther King and Outcast, et cetera, et cetera. But more importantly, that $100 million is equivalent to 4.5 million, billion dollars a day, $4.5 billion a day. Now, how did it get so much publicity? Let me tell you. When they re-released it in that November 25th, they did it on the White House lawn in Washington, D.C., the nation's capital, under the most racist, corrupted president, or one of them anyway, out of so many. Like, which one? President Woodrow Wilson, who was also the pioneer behind the invasion of Haiti. Actually, the invasion happened before he was president, but while he was president, it, Haiti was robbed from 1915 to 1937, 19-year occupation that literally set Haiti on a path of destruction by changing its constitution, for one. Immediately changed the constitution. They robbed the Haitian National Bank, making sure that the country can defend itself or pay its government workers, its army, its staff, and couldn't function properly. And as a matter of fact, they stole thousands of acres of land. Thousands of acres of land for the corporate big boys in America. Now, what I also want to mention that they had to crush the spirit of the Haitian people, because being the West Africa, being the Africa of the West, I should say, in the Western Hemisphere, Haiti was very powerful. We were known for as being revolutionaries, so they had to crush the pride of the Haitian people. What you can see today, when you starve a people, you're gonna make them do whatever you want them to do so that they can drink and eat food. So now Haiti has completely uh, damn near non-existent because of the gangs taking over the capital of the country. In the northern part, not so much, as it's nowhere near as crazy and dangerous as the south in Port-au-Prince. But the news will make you think, due to the propaganda, that all of Haiti is in chaos, which is not. What I also want to make mention is that Haiti is the first independent black nation in the Western Hemisphere that fought and freed itself from its white slave masters. As a matter of fact, Haiti was called Freedom Land during the Civil War. And by the way, the Klan, the Ku Klux Klan, KKK, started after the Civil War of 1865. It started in December, right after the Civil War. The white folks, as you all know, the white folks were fighting to keep black folks on the plantations, but the white folks in the North, who are also racist, don't think Massachusetts, New England, New York, that they weren't racist. You know what I'm saying? They just wanted the country to grow beyond its present state, because if they kept the black people on the plantations, morally, obviously, this was against God's will, but also it was bad for business. It was slowing the country down from growing and developing to the great nation that it is, right? And by the way, if it wasn't for the Haitians, America wouldn't be the size it is today, because when Haiti whooped France, Britain, Spain, and also the U.S., because the U.S. funded, they gave literally nearly $500,000 back then, what I'm saying, to France, to make sure that they defeat the enslaved Africans in the island as we now know as Haiti. They want to make sure that the French won that battle, won that 13-year war. This, by the way, just like as ugly as the Civil War was in America, it had nothing in comparison to what happened in Haiti. damn near 1 million people died in that war. I mean, so many people died in that battle. The soldiers over the years, the devastation to the economy. Haiti was known as the Pearl of the Antilles. I know y'all was watching this video. Oh, Birth of a Nation, some more Black history, American history. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't expecting to hear what I'm saying. However, I also want to state, and not before I forget, that Nate Parker, who was the producer of the movie called and director of Birth of a Nation, the new one that came out 2016, which did great in the box office, they made $18 million, off of an $8 million investment. So they were actually $16 million of an $8 million investment. So they doubled the money, which was great. But that movie, when he released it, which was about Nat Turner, by the way. So imagine you got about 500,000, 500,000 plus Nat Turners in one island, one country. You guaranteed the victory. And that's what Haiti was. You know what I'm saying? An island full of Nat Turners who were sick and tired of being enslaved, maimed, abused. You know what I'm saying? And even though the Birth of a Nation, the original one, was propaganda to boost the membership of the Klan, which did increase significantly. I mean, they went from just a couple thousand to 4 million members. So this was a major, major, major production. And its purpose was to make sure everybody in the country, you know what I'm saying, has the mindset, the mentality that black people are lazy, black men lazy, moral degenerates. They would take your women, and they were not worth the skin on their backs. That's what that movie portrayed in people's minds and eyes. But people like Lyndon Johnson, the black civil rights leader, the NAACP, they protested heavily against this movie. As a matter of fact, Lyndon Johnson also protested on behalf of the Haitian people during the occupation of 1915, 1937. But check out my book. Go to my website, KevinDorival.com. My book, America's and France's 1,000-Year War Against Haiti, Assassination of a Nation, comes out next year, 2026, God willing. Nonetheless, it is coming out. Check me out. Support the real, and much love. Bless up. So when y'all eat your Thanksgiving dinner, you just think about the things that have taken place in America. Not just because of the birth of a nation, but how this country was stolen from the Native Americans, the indigenous red men who owned this land. And I truly believe, that's why they released Birth of a Nation when they did on that Thanksgiving Day. The re-release of it was because they wanted to just put salt in the wound. They knew that they stole this land, and so they wanted to make sure that we are reminded of how great this country is again. So that, make this country great again. When was it ever great? Thank you. Bless up.